Good afternoon from CBS News. This is Newsbreak. Police say 14 people may be injured after shots, explosions, and a fire were reported at suburban Denver's Columbine High School.
Right here in Newtown, Connecticut, the site today of a mass shooting, and this time gunfire aimed at elementary school children. We're here.
Two major reports on the shooting at Arapahoe High School were released today. 17-year-old Claire Davis died in that shooting.
We begin tonight with the horror playing out near Seattle, Washington, the school shooting, and now we've learned the suspect, a popular high school football player, allegedly opening fire in the cafeteria.
Worse, yesterday a gunman killed one person at Seattle Pacific University. Tonight, two other victims are still in the hospital, one in intensive care.
Been a terrible shooting.
And a shooting at
reports about shooting at
school shooting in
America.
Gun violence is a major concern in the U.S. today, and many shootings take place on campuses just like Cascadia. In the years 2013 to 2015, 53% of the school shootings took place in K-12 schools, and 47% took place on colleges and universities. In the schools K-12, 56% of the shootings were done by minors who had guns that were easily accessible at home. From 2013 to 2015, there have been 160 shooting incidents, resulting in 124 injuries and 59 deaths. It's no secret that school shootings are a big problem in this country today. Bullying is one of the main causes of school shootings and is something that has existed for a long time, but is far different from how it used to be, because now a bully can use social media outlets like Facebook or Twitter to commit cyberbullying. Once something is on the internet, it's hard to be removed. Someone that is being cyberbullied is more likely to be triggered to turn to violence. People who are bullied often feel like committing suicide or getting back at the bully by committing a shooting is the best option for them. Mental illness is another reason. There are many different types of mental illnesses which impact people in a variety of ways. Anxiety disorder can lead to fear and make them feel like the whole world is against them, as can other personality disorders. Mood and personality disorders can make them feel hopeless and powerless about what is going on around them and in their personal lives. Depression is also another illness that can make the person want to lash out against others and want to end their own life because they can't deal with the pain and sadness that they're going through. Media is also one of the significant reasons that causes shooters to commit a shooting. Media can be the best source to make them famous. The faces, backgrounds, and all the details about the shooting are widely spread by media by the time the shooter has already began. The shooters see the previous massive shooters and idolize them, and want to imitate what they have done and how they committed the shooting. Media contagion effect has been shown to cause more of the shootings than mental illness has. According to Everytown Research, there have been 215 school shootings since 2013, which averages one shooting per week. The results of these shootings have caused death and suffering to many, and the numbers are only going up. With the increasing number of shootings in the United States, how do we protect ourselves in case of a school shooting, and how can we anticipate a shooting? It's important to know what to do in dangerous situations involving a shooter at school and when your life could be on the line.
Lara Dyer is a youth minister who was in Colorado in 1999 when two students shot and killed numerous people in Columbine High School. Lara was one of the people who acted as emotional support to the community in the wake of the shooting. We had the opportunity to ask Lara questions and hear about her experiences with the community and people who were directly impacted by the Columbine shooting.
When I hear about school shootings, I feel like time stops. I get very emotional, physically ill, and I quickly try to consume all the details. The one that stuck out to me the most was the shooting at Columbine High School. I was a youth minister during the time, and I knew families that had children that went to the school. I went to the church after the shooting, and I was overwhelmed with emotion, and it felt unreal. I think that there are two things that could lower school shootings. The first is to help young people develop appropriate coping skills. This is done through offering avenues for dealing with bullying, mental health issues, grief and loss, home stress, and self-identity. The second is to make sure that every young person has a circle of adults who listen to them, who challenge them, nurture them, and who are aware of the things that are going on that they don't share. I think it's important to be real with the kids and talk about real consequences of their choices. I think that every shooter has their own trigger. An incident at home, a need for attention, a desire to control the pain in their own life, or revenge. However, I believe that each of them have some characteristics in common as far as motive and that they want purpose and meaning. As warped as it may seem, we all strive for that, and if it can't be found in healthy ways, or someone has no coping skills to work through those difficulties to find that purpose, they start to believe that purpose and meaning can be found through something that gives them that type of attention, even if it's negative. In case of a shooting incident at school, it is vital that you know the steps to take to ensure your safety. When it comes to a shooting incident at school, there are 3 steps to take to help you survive. And if possible, you should run as far away as you can if a shooter comes on campus. Be sure you are familiar with the exit routes in the building.
Get away, run as far away from whatever is occurring as possible. If you can't run,
if running is not an option, the next step is to hide. If you're in a classroom, lock and barricade the door, turn off the lights, and find a safe area to hide in, preferably far away from doors or windows. It is also important to make sure your cell phone is turned off or on silent. Make sure that the people around you remain quiet and hidden.
hide. So find the nearest spot that you could find a locked door somewhere where you can get undercover or where somebody can't find you. You know, I'm sure we've all played hide and seek when we were young. Let's, follow those rules. And then the last thing is if you have no other possible way to get out of there, fight the guy.
If you can't run or hide and you come face to face with the shooter, the last option is to fight. This is only as a last resort. Make sure that you protect yourself at all costs. Use whatever you have in the area to fight the intruder. Your life is the most important thing, so make sure that you keep yourself as safe as possible. If a shooting occurs at your school, it's understandable to feel scared and panicked. The important thing is that you know what to do and how to implement the run, hide, fight model to keep yourself safe. Use the resources at your disposal to keep yourself informed and aware.